Hey everyone, this is He Got Issues 6810 here to bring you guys a theme haul this week. The themes are going to be about J. Scott Campbell, one of my favorite artists out there in the comic book community, and I just feel like doing something that kind of shows highlight some of his artwork. A little bit about J. Scott Campbell. He was born in Michigan. He ended up moving out to Denver, is where he met a friend and got into comics. He got into comics after seeing the Uncanny X-Men annual 10 cover. I'll show you guys a quick photo, real quick. Boom. So this is the comic book that got J. Scott Campbell into. He said he fell in love with the colors and artwork, and it made him want to get into comic books. So from there. He started collecting based on art versus story or any particular character, and he ended up doing a submission for a talent search that Jim Lee was looking for some new artists, and he got picked up. He got a phone call from him, and he picked him up as an artist. From there, his first work, or some of his first work, was a two pinups from Homage Studios. He did a a swimsuit special, and that's what it looks for. So this is the first J. Scott Campbell artwork. So if anybody's looking for it, here it is. And again, this is the Homage Studio swimsuit special, published in 1993. From there, as you guys know, he went on to do Gen 13 and, of course, Danger Girl. But I got some of those books here. First couple books I'm going to show you guys are some ones I previously shown before. But that's just to get all my collection together, show you guys some of his work that I have in my collection. This print here, this is done by J. Scott Campbell, as you can see. Hopefully it comes in a little clear. But what this is Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn frame artwork. I seen it. This was an eBay purchase. I absolutely love how he did Harley in this. And I told you guys before, black and red is some of my favorite colors. And I thought he did Harley and Poison Ivy justice on this one. So had to have it. So this is the background for you guys for this video. Alright. We're going to start with some Gen 13. Like I said, some of his first artwork. I'm not going to give you guys the storyline behind each comic. But some of them I will, just see if you guys haven't seen it before. But this is Gen 13 number 1. This is the thumbs up variant. This is the same Gen 13 number 1. This is the Pulp Fiction variant. Or you call it the Picto Fiction variant. And this is the Gen 13 number 1. The Lin Jin Ray variant. All done in March 95. And it's all done in Image Comics. All I think are great covers. This is a very beautiful color here. It's a homage cover or something. I just don't know what it is exactly. So I'm sorry I don't have the detail for you guys. But this is the Baby Doll t-shirt variant here. Alright, some more Gen 13 work. Or Gen 13. This is Gen 13 Bravo. This is not a variant cover. There's a 13 Alpha and a 13 Bravo. The cool about these two, or I only have one because of Bone. I like Bone as a character. But in between 13A and 13B, J. Scott Campbell did a bunch of different characters. I'm talking about Wolverine, Bone, Tinkerbell, as you see here. Oh man, who else? Spawn. God, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Max. I don't know if you guys remember Max. It was a cartoon show about this big beastly little character, but he did a lot of different characters between the two books. This is the only one I have. I read about the other one, but I like seeing one of my favorite artists doing other characters I also like, so that's what made me buy this one. But just like the fact that Bones on the cover, really, that's what really made me buy this one. It was cheap. All right. So, I don't know if you guys know about the Superman, Spider-Man variant with, Supergirl on the cover, partially nude. It's a German variant. That book is so hard to find. I think they only made like under 500 copies, if I'm not mistaken. I seen one on eBay, and this thing pissed me off. There's one on eBay. The guy had it listed for $9.99. It was graded, I think, a 9.2 or 9.4. I got in touch with him, though. He already sold it. He had 3 copies of that book, and each one of them sold within months, of each other. So, This was fairly cheap. I think I paid $2 for this, and it's the best I can get to a Supergirl partially nude cover, also done by J. Scott Campbell. But haven't read the story. I doubt there's anything very significant about it other than this cover really. But again, just wanted to do the best I can to get something close to that comic, like I said. And this is what I found for a fairly cheap price. But this is Superman, Gen 13 number. It's one of three. They got their own little mini series, is what it was. And this is the only one I own. All right, next cover is a pretty sweet cover, man. Keeping with the kind of partially nude theme. Sorry for the glare. But this is Hero Comics, and when he did his Hero Comics, it went off a year. So this is Hero Comics 2009, as you see here, his name as always in the year. 2009. This is a Hero Incentive book, and this has quite a few characters in it as well. I think Moon Knight is in this one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be totally wrong. It's a few characters in this, and I remember reading up on it. It's either this one or 2014 one. That has a bunch of different characters, little mini stories is what's in this. Okay, so if you guys want to know the significance of it, it's just J. Scott Campbell and a few other artists doing a bunch of little mini stories. Book was fairly cheap. I think I paid $20 for it. But it's basically Eve, as you see. She has the apple, the snake, and I thought it was great artwork. Just by J. Scott Campbell. But here, so moving on. All right, the next one. Civil War is out right now. It just came out this past weekend. Black Panther is all the rave. I wanted to see if J. Scott Campbell ever did anything with Black Panther, and this is what I found. This is Black Panther #1. This came out in 2009 in April. It's under Marvel Comics, but this is the first appearance of Shura. I hope I'm saying her name right. This is the female Black Panther, guys. So I don't know if you heard much about it. I doubt it's anything major. But this is J. Scott Campbell work. It took a while for me to find his name when I was first getting it, but it's right here. J. Scott Campbell, 2009, excuse me. I never know what's the significance of Delgado under his name every time or nearby his name. If anybody knows that, please comment. I just never known or never been able to find what it means. But again, this is a great cover. There's a black and white sketch, one of this also, or inked. It's hard to find. It's not going for much. It's not value much. But I wanted to have both, but it's a very tough book to find. I think this is a cool cover in itself with the Panther here, the Panther in the background. Another one there in the tree. It's real cool. I got quite a few books for you guys. So I'm trying to, again, me, I try to keep it under 30 minutes. This here is not a big story. I don't think not a lot of people know about Executive Assistant Iris. But this is the first time J. Scott Campbell done any artwork with her. Well, this is the all-new Executive Assistant Iris. This is the Incentive Retail cover here. It's all by Blockade Comics. Again, Campbell. It just, I thought it was pretty cool. I like this character. I got another one of her books. She's this Asian assassin that's an executive assistant. So if you picture Lex Luthor having his, little robot person who take care of the dirty work for him, this is pretty much the same deal, man. Really is what it comes down to. Sweet cover, classic J. Scott Campbell. I love it. Good to have. Wasn't expensive at all. I think it was like $15-20 for this. And the seller actually put it in the top loader. All right, next, moving on to some. Did I do this right? Oh, no, wrong book. Sorry, guys. Trying to keep all the Marvel stuff together. All right, so we're going to jump into some DC. You've seen this one before. It's two of my favorite characters is what it comes down to. This is Harley Quinn's Little Black Book, #1. And this is the ink variant where she's basically trying to fill Wonder Woman's shoes as Wonder Woman is getting chased by some bad guys, and they're trying to capture her. But love how J. Scott Campbell drew both of my favorite characters here. I love the little one here too. It's kind of cool. But beautiful artwork, man. And keep the poly bag on the back just because. But love this book. Love Harley, as you guys know. And happy to have this in my collection. So, all right. Next one is Captain America White #1. This is the Inhumans 50-year anniversary incentive cover here. And you see the Inhumans, man. And then you got Miss Marvel here in the corner, a Black Bolt in the middle, Lockjaw. I think this is Max. I forgot his guy name. But I absolutely love. Oh, excuse me, I had to burp. Absolutely love how you did. Oh, excuse me, sorry. uh, what is the name? Oh God, I having a total brain fart right now. Medusa. Sorry, I love how you did Medusa here. I thought it was a great job. Love all the colors here and great book. I have not read the story though. I'm sorry, but I did do some research. It's basically Captain America and Bucky recall a special mission, um, and that's all the storyline follows. So it's the Captain America story. They just did the incentive cover with Inhumans. It sucks they took the Inhumans movie off the list of projected movies that come from Marvel. I was really looking forward to it. All right, next. I'm not a huge Gwenpool fan, okay? Um, but I absolutely love this cover. I think he did a great job of drawing her here. Uh, but I am a fan of Deadpool and Lady Deadpool. So as you see, Lady Deadpool fussing at Deadpool, something. Hey, I thought it was, I thought she was gone. Basically, he said, I swear it was a one-time thing. So kind of like us, thought she wasn't gonna really be around. But she got her own little comic book story now called I don't know if it's Unbeatable, Unbelievable, or something. Gwenpool, but this is the Gwenpool Holiday Special, #1. This is the Deadpool variant, or you can call it the Midtown exclusive variant. Happy to have it. Have not read it. Doubt I will. Strictly bought this for the cover for, J. Scott Campbell work as well as Deadpool and Lady Deadpool all together. So, boom. All right, now about to get into I think some bigger books, but this one next one's pretty big. Uh, it's Deadpool. I love this cover here, man. Oh my God, Deadpool looks such like a BA, black and red as you know, favorite colors. But what this is Deadpool versus the X Force. #1 came out in September 2014. Of course, about Marvel Comics. And what this is basically is the backstory how Deadpool and Cable teamed up even before New Mutants '98 came out. And you see everybody, you got Domino and the rest of the X Force, Cable. And it basically shows that Domino is taking correction. Cable is taking his X Force team and going back into the past or traveling through time to stop, you know, Deadpool from being so reckless and messing up, the world as we know it. So very cool cover. It's a little pricey variant. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot how much I paid for it. Um, but again, J. Scott Campbell work. Boom, Delgado. I really don't know why that is up there every time. But it doesn't bother me. I love this cover. Love Deadpool. Happy to have this in my collection. All right, next one. It's supposed to be a connecting cover. I don't have all four. I'll show you the ones I do have here in a minute. But this is Spider Woman Alpha #1, and this is the silk cover 1 of 4. And again, this is a 4 connected cover. You see Spider Woman, Spider Gwen, Silk, and some other character. I'm not too sure. I spoke to somebody else. They said they believe it's from another Earth, and she's one of the Spider Women basically. But have Silk here, one of my favorite Marvel characters when it comes to the Spider Verse characters or Spider Man characters, and of course, gotta have Spider Gwen here. I'm not a big Spider Gwen fan. I always was a Silk fan. I'll be honest. When Silk came out, I was like, okay, I like a story, makes sense, cool. Spider Woman, I told you guys, I always love Spider Woman. Um, but what got me into Spider Gwen was this next book I'm gonna show you guys, and that's what made me actually buy these two right here you see before you. But this one here is when I was like, oh my God, I love how J. Scott Campbell, did this cover. The colors are absolutely beautiful in this book. I might actually get this graded just to keep it, in its pristine look. But it's Gwen Stacy #1. I don't think this is I couldn't find much on this storyline, so I'm sorry, guys. But absolutely, I love this cover, and I strictly bought it for the cover alone. There's a sketch one or sketch ink one of this. I didn't buy that one. I wanted the actual full color one. I don't know if you guys ever noticed when J. Scott Campbell does faces, he always does this little thing to the nose. There's a bunch of little wiggly lines that you can pretty much find in any of J. Scott Campbell's work when it comes to the females or people he draw. Okay, but just something I noticed. I don't know if you guys have too, but cool little touch on his own. All right, moving on. And I bought this because I figured, hey, if you got some Gwen Stacy, you gotta have some Mary Jane. That's the only reason why I bought this book. It's really cheap. I think I paid $5 at best for this one. It wasn't anything, crazy price or anything like that. I don't know the story. I just know this is the Mary Jane cover for this one. But it was hard for me to even find anything on it because the numbers threw me off. Like, it's the Amazing Spider-Man 51, but it also has 492 here, and I didn't know the significance of the 492. So I had some trouble finding this book when I was initially looking for it. But if you guys know why it has two numbers, please fill me in. I just don't know. Moving on. All right, the next. This book is I thought it was an upgrade. When it, like I said, Mary Jane here is not my favorite sketch from J. Scott Campbell of how he drew Mary Jane. But this next one, I thought he really stepped it up a notch on this one. You see Mary Jane here. Same thing, little squiggly little lines on the nose. But this is Amazing Spider-Man 700. And it's one of the stories that goes with the last wishes or final wishes of Dr. Octopus. As in his final hours before he's about to die or pass or whatever. This connecting cover, I don't have the other cover that goes with it, which kind of bothers me because, J. Scott Campbell puts his name on each of his covers, as I've been pointing out for you guys. But on this one, on the 700, his name is actually like right here on the connecting cover of Superior Spider-Man #1, which I'm like, really, dude? I like having all this stuff. Hey, this is easily spot J. Scott Campbell work with his signature there, but it's hard to do with connecting cover for this one, like I said before. But hey, what can you do? This book was a little bit more expensive. I know I paid about 100 and something for it, just to be completely honest. Very, very clean copy, man. The seller did me justice with this. I love how, J. Scott Campbell drew Spider-Man, feet kind of on the edge of the cover. The spine of the book, I love that. And he used the entire comic cover for this art, and I like that. I feel like you're getting a lot more for your money, basis, from me. Moving on. I'm loving that background right there. The next couple books are kind of big books, or at least they're big books to me. This is the Black Widow #1, the inked variant, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or black and white variant, however you want to look at it. It's pretty much the same thing, but this is the 1 in 100 variant, in which Black Widow is searching for an atonement for her KGB missions from back in the day. So she's pretty much digging into her past, in the storyline. Excuse me. There's a color version of this. I thought that. Excuse me. Wow. I thought that was pretty neat too, but this is the more pricier one of the two. Again, J. Scott Campbell worked, a little extra stuff on the nose, love it. Signature here. Again, I'm mad about the 700 because it's on the connecting cover, but great artwork here. I love all the guns, and I'm a gun guy. And that's why I wanted to show this comic behind the Spider-Man because, the webbing. I thought it was pretty cool how he did this. Next one, going to some of his other artwork, and I'm absolutely happy to have this book. I always wanted something with his signature on it, his actual signature, not the one he does for each comic, but for him to actually sign himself. But this is Danger Girl G.I. Joe #2. This is variant 2 Bravo, if I'm not mistaken. And what this is Lady J joins forces with Danger Girls for this covert mission as Flint, one of the guys in our storyline, is captured. And they're basically trying to help the Joes and Danger Girl, save themselves while saving, her buddy Flint. Great, pretty cover, man, really is. It came with a certificate of authenticity, here in the back. Happy to have that too. I may get this graded, I'm not too sure. I'm not a huge Danger Girl, G.I. Joe fan. I just told you guys before, black and white, or black and reds are my favorite color in comics. Happy to have something that has a signature. So if I do go the graded route, it'll be CBCS, as they verify signatures, versus a CGC who would put, certified green label copy or cover on it on their comics when they're great. So Happy to have it. Seller, oh god, oh that's the story behind this one. Seller wanted like 250, close to 300 for this book. I saw the guy down to like $100. It was like 99 plus some change. Um, it doesn't include shipping, so in total I think I paid 105 or 107 with shipping for this. Came in a top loader. Um, I love this book. Happy to have it. That's really all I got for you guys on this one. But Black and Red, Danger Girl #2. You know, Danger Girl and Joe, G.I. Joe. Hey Harley. All right, next. You guys seen this before. I had to have one of my collection though. Uncanny X-Men 510. This is the 1 in 15 variant, if I'm not mistaken. It was Psylocke on the cover. Happy to have it, man. It ain't too much more you can say really about this book. I know it's a highly sought out book, especially with the movie about to come out. The X-Men movie about to come out, and Psylocke's supposed to be one of the four of Horsemen of Apocalypse. So very great artwork. It's not perfect, man. I got a little ding here, which I don't know how that happened when I got it. I know it happened when I received the book, and I just don't remember how it happened when I did it. I had it for a little while now. You guys seen it before when I first started my Instagram page too. So pretty book, great work. There's a sketch variant where the only thing you see is black and white and the purples, which is highly expensive, very hard to find. And I'm not worried about it. Happy to have this one. Not intending or looking to sell this one anytime soon. I think it's the only thing I have with Psylocke on the cover, so definitely not giving this up. All right. Please don't judge me when I talk about this next book, okay? Like, I don't know if I seen it one day when I was looking at some other comics or what, but I had a dream about Inhumans, and this is exactly what I saw in my dream. It was like I was like watching a movie or something. It was like I was an Inhuman and nothing crazy. Okay, so please don't think I'm weird. But it was Medusa like attacking somebody with all her hair, and this is exactly how it looked in my dream. So I think I probably scrolled past it one day when I was looking online, and I just saw this image and didn't think too much about it then. But like I said, replayed in my mind, so I had to go back and try to find this book, and it took me a while to find one I wanted, because I actually looked at something signed by J. Scott Campbell before I got the Danger Girl book, and this came up, but this is the only thing I have signed by Stan Lee. So it was like, you know what, Stan Lee is, he's getting older. He's not going to as many conventions and doing as much signing as he used to. So I had to go ahead and jump out there and buy this one. Like I said, it's a great cover, man. I love when the entire cover is being used by the artist. That's cool. It comes with a hologram of authenticity. If you guys can see it, boom. It's Stan Lee, so hopefully it zooms. There you go, boom. And happy to have it, man. No, I ain't got no complaints. I'm about to say I wish something else, but I'm not worried. This is a great cover. Again, I'm upset that the Inhumans fell off the chart for expected movies to come out, but happy to have this book. It wasn't too pricey. I think I paid $112. I don't know. I forgot. I had it for a little while now, about 2 months or so, 1 or 2 months. Happy to have it. I keep this actually on display. Like, it stays up here with a couple other comic books, some of my bigger books that I recently purchased. But it's definitely one. I am going to look to get CBCS on this one, because I want to have something with Stan Lee's signature actually, encapsulated, for all his tributes to the comic community. All right, this last book, I'm gonna give it to you like this. Sorry. I was looking for this book for, I don't know how long, but I was looking for it for a price I was willing to pay. Now, there was 2 guys on eBay both selling this book. One guy wanted $400. It was $399 plus change. And I can't remember if he was charging shipping or not, but that's irrelevant. So I'm not paying $300 for this book. It's not for me that well. It's not. I found another guy. He wanted $180, I think. And me and him started talking. We had to work it out for a few days, almost up to a week, before we actually settled on a happy medium price. I'm gonna tell you the price, and you guys can tell me if you thought it was worth it. So when it came down to from 180, we got down to I think about 110, 115 ish, And this is the book. Black Widow, man. You know, I think it's number 6. This is the variant one of the more pricier variant ones of it. And Kiss or Kill Part 1 of 3. I haven't seen 2 or 3. I just know this is the one that it's highly sought after. So had to jump out there, had to buy it. I love this. Black and reds, red hair, the black suit works for me hands down. Yeah, and I did get to see some clips of the Civil War movie. Hopefully by this weekend I actually get to watch the whole thing. And I saw Black Widow kicking ass, man. So I definitely was happy to have this one, especially knowing what I know about his character from her previous movies. And but yeah, man, it's a beautiful, beautiful book. Very clean too. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's because it's white, but freaking love it. All right. Last book, guys. Again, like I said before, I try to keep this under 30 minutes. And we're getting there. Okay. I don't know. Some of you may know what this is from just looking at the back. Some of you won't. This, I had to get. Like, I had to get. So, again, me and the seller going back and forth. Again, guys, negotiate on eBay. Even if it doesn't have a best offer out there, email the seller and just say, hey, look, I'm willing to pay this much. You can check out my feedback. Are you open to this amount of money? And if they say yeah, then you just say yourself, 15, 20 bucks, 80 bucks, whatever the case may be. Talk to the seller. It's usually very beneficial, okay? So this guy wanted about $450, $425, something up there. I think the most I ever paid for a comic book was my Harley Quinn's #1s, the Adam Hughes variants. That's it. So this, I was like, I love J. Scott Campbell. However, it's not Harley, and now I'm not looking to pay that much. So I working with the guy. I think I only had to talk to him about 2 days. We finally came to have a medium. We settled under 300. That's something I really can't remember. It was under 300 for this book. So I'm going to show it to you guys. And look at the grade on that bad boy. 9.6. All right, this is Guardian of the Galaxy #4. So J. Scott Campbell, 1 in 50 variant. This came out in August of 2013, as you can see by the label, of course. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, but this is a beautiful freaking book, man. He did a great job with Gamora. I don't know if you guys know, this is a new look for the Marvel now. I like it, and I got a couple other comic books too with Gamora on the cover, so I may do like a Gamora theme video closer to the time the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie comes out. This is a beautiful book. I don't know what to say about it, man. He being J. Scott Campbell, did a great job on the artwork here. Very, very, it's classic J. Scott Campbell. You got the little lines, little lines. Gamora looks beautiful, excuse me. I like how the light shimmers off her hair. It's cool. She stays with a weapon, boom. Very awesome book to have, man. And I'm pretty sure if I did ever decide to resell, I'm pretty sure I get my money back plus some. But it was only 2 on eBay, like I said. I'm happy to be an owner of 1. And yeah, guys, that's my J. Scott Campbell theme haul for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what you've seen. I really enjoyed bringing these books to you. Again, if I can ever do anything to make my videos better, please let me know, man. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Next week, I'm not sure what I'm doing next week as far as a theme or just a regular haul. But hey, stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, comment. I always look forward to reading you guys' comments. And again, this is He Got Issues 6810. You'll see the steals on my Instagram, same name, later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But you guys have a good one. I hope you enjoy your week. Be safe. You could be watching any video in the world, but you're here with me, and I truly appreciate it. I'm out.